Hey, Palmerettis, what's going on? Getting ready to do some science today. Science. All right. What are our moon phases? Page 129 is where we're going to start. Couple quick notes as you're turning and looking for page 129. See this ISN notebook, right? Your notebook, your student notebook. You've got websites you can look in there. You've got MyOn books that you can read an RP on. Okay. You've got essential questions you can answer. You've got vocabulary words you can define. So make sure you're using this. The Quizlets are flashcards, basically, of a review of vocabulary words. Get on those Quizlets, right? They're the same ones that we've had for the last couple weeks, so use them. Okay? All right. April 6th. When is that? Yeah, that's Monday. Please turn in your moon observation log. Had a cool website that I got from Miss Kenzie Palmer. I'm going to be sending that out to you. It is really cool. I'm going to get you the name for you. It's called moongiant.com. So a shout out to Kenzie for moongiant.com. I'll be using that for the rest of my life as a teacher. So this moon log, you can get it done right now. Go to the website that's at the top of your page. Fill the whole thing in. Take a picture. Send it to me. Make sure your name is on it. Stargazing. The one thing we've seen with the stars, hopefully you've been out 2 separate times. Let's say at 8 o'clock p.m. and then 9 o'clock p.m. or 7:30 p.m. and then 8:30 p.m. Stargazing. Notice what's happening with the stars, and as you've read, you've seen. The stars look like they're moving, but remember, the sun is a star, so all those stars out there are suns in their area where they are not moving. Yes, we've talked about shooting stars, but they're not moving. They look like they're moving because who's moving? We are. The Earth is moving. How does the Earth move? It rotates, but it also revolves. So if you go back to that problem about Orion, okay, problem about Orion, all constellation patterns look like they're moving because the Earth is revolving around the sun. And we talked about that the other day. So this right here on the back page, mine's not on the back, but you kind of put in some observations, some things that you wondered. Or if you find any cool websites, send them to me, and I'll give you a shout out. Get your moon log done. Anybody see the moon yesterday during the day? Yep. Check it out. All right. All right. So let's talk about our science. Let me make sure this is recording so I'm not just talking into air. My mic is on. We're good. Okay. So ISN notebook. We talked about that. All right. So on this page right here, going to engage your brain, page 129. What do you observe about the moon in the night sky? We've talked about that. Put your answers in there. There's 4 main answers that you can put if you remember your Oreo cookie moon phase. Full moon, last quarter, new moon, first quarter. Those are the big ones going into 5th grade. Crescent and gibbous, you want to have that knowledge, but those other 4 are the main. So write that in there and put some notes in there. Get me some information about what you notice about the moon, about its, use words like moon phases. The moon shape appears to change. Any vocabulary words you find, come back to this page and fill them in. All right? Then you're going to read about our moon. Now, I'm going to be sending you 2 videos, and it's a gentleman, and it might be the lady, I can't remember, but watch these science videos before you answer this work because they tie in really well. And he'll talk about how we think that the only moon is the moon. Well, we do have a moon, but there's lots of moons out there, and the moon is a big old rock, just like the Earth. And you're going to read about it. You could look up Neil Armstrong, right? Go to the NASA website. You're going to read here. All right, we can see the moon, right? Talk about it. Talk about how close we are to the moon. You have some moon pages also that I gave you. Remember, if you want way back. All right. Here on page 131, moon and Earth. Compare them. This is called, everybody say, Venn diagram. How are they alike goes in here. How are they alike? And then how are they different? Tell me about what's different between the moon and the Earth, right? Okay. For example, both are objects in space, right? How are they different? Well, the moon revolves around the Earth, and the Earth revolves around the sun. They both kind of go around the sun. We could have that argument. But the Earth has, let's say, liquid, and the moon doesn't. There might be evidence that they had liquid, right? Okay. Page 132, moon phases. That's going to come back to this page due right here, due on April 6th, Monday. Take a picture of them. Send them to me. Moon phases. Down here you see it. Noon, first, full, third. Third would be first, last, okay? They call it the third half moon. So page 132, read about it. Now this is a cool page right here, doing the math about moon phases. Let me see. Can you see it? Can you see it? Okay, there we go. Right there, do the math. Percent, right? If I give you something, you walk in, hey, this is free. You get the whole thing, right? That's 100%. So a full moon would be one whole, which is 100%. Now you might say, Mr. Coletti, what about 4/4? What about 5/5? What about 10/10? They all equal a whole. A half is 50% off. The new moon, we don't see it at all. There's zero percentage, right? The quarter, okay? The quarter is another half moon. Okay, some people call these moons both half moons, and that's another 50% off. So we're going to knock this page out. You don't need to send me a picture of this. Read it, underline, text code, use this to help you later on. Lunar and solar calendars, the Chinese zodiac calendar, right? Okay, all right. Lunar and solar calendars. Read about this here. The Chinese New Year, right? Some cool little things here. The Aztec calendar, the Aztecs, you can look them up. The Aztec calendar, this is page 135, is based on Earth's orbit around the sun. Each part of the calendar has colorful animals or symbols. Again, play around this one. And then here's our moon calendar right here. That's kind of like what you guys are doing. That's our modern calendar, is based on Earth's orbit around the sun. Each month is based roughly on the moon's phases. Once in a while, there are 2 full moons in one month. You can look up, a lot of you were asking, Mr. Coletti, what's that second moon called? They call it a blue moon, but then farmers will have names for them, right? The harvest moon, the blood moon. Look those up. Send me some links. That's extra credit right there, guys. All right? And that's where we're going to stop for today. I think that's all I wanted to sign for you. Let me double check my notes. All right, and that's looking good. And let me make sure I wrote down our schedule. Let's see, to page 135. Actually, nope, we're going to go a couple more pages. Then I want you right here on page 136. The idea web below summarizes this lesson, right? This is page 136. So tell me about the moon. Tell me 3 more things about the moon. Where can you find that? Go back to the moon page. Phases of the moon. There's the new moon. What are the other 3? First quarter, full, third quarter, or you could say first, last. I don't care. Page 137, vocabulary review. Look at the pictures and the word clues. Write the answer to each clue on the blanks. Where are all these vocabulary words? Come back. See these yellow highlighted words, right? All throughout here. Go back and find them. The picture shows a first blank moon. People use this to track time. What is this thing called? These are pictures of some moon. All right, there you go. Fill those in. And then take the numbers of these letters and unscramble them and come up with a word. Or, oh, no, that's not that. Place the numbers where they go. 3 goes with 3, 4 with 4, 1 with 1, etc. And then the last page, 138. Draw a picture of the sun and the moon. Add lines to show the light rays from the sun. Shade the part of the moon that is dark. What I would do, draw that, and have a full moon. Make it easy. And look at this calendar. One of the moon's phases is missing for January. January 10th, right? January 10th. Draw and label the missing moon phase in the space below. The dark one means we can't see it. That's your new moon. The full one right here, that's your full moon, right? And so which one is missing? Well, you don't have your Oreo cookies anymore. I hope you don't, because if you do, throw them away. Come back to page 132, 133. That will help you fill in what has to go here, okay? So you draw your circle, and then show me what moon phase would go there. And then 4, explain why you drew the moon the way you did. So you're going to come back here and say, hey, Mr. Coletti, let me tell you what I'm talking about. On page 132 and 133, it showed our phases of the moon. And then you're going to use that answer there. So you're doing pages 129 to 138. Read and answer. Watch the videos. This is due Monday along with this moon observation log and your stargazing log, all right? All right, today's Thursday. You can get a head start on it. You could finish it today. You could finish it tomorrow. Get it turned in, but it's due Monday. Love you guys. Miss you guys. Take it easy. Talk soon. I'm here to help. Reach out. See you later.